Pontius Pilate was the Roman governor of Judea from AD 26 to 36. Pilate is most known for his involvement in condemning Jesus to death on a cross. Outside of the four Gospels, Pontius Pilate is mentioned by Tacitus, Philo, Josephus. There's tons of verification for this man existing. There's even archaeological evidence that Pontius Pilate existed. In addition to extra historical sources, the Pilate stone, as it came to be called, was discovered in 1961 and dated back to the year of Christ's crucifixion, 30 AD. Includes a description of Pontius Pilate and mentions him as prefect or governor of Judea. Here's an image of this Pilate stone. It was discovered at the archaeological site of Caesarea Maritima in 1961. Now to us New Testament people, we would know that as Caesarea. The translation on the stone itself from Latin to English for the inscription reads, "To the divine Augusti this Tiberium." And the left portion of it is marked off, but it goes on to mention Pontius Pilate by name, prefect of Judea, has dedicated this. Also worthy of note was a ring discovered over 50 years ago, which some scholars now believe to depict a similar name to that of Pontius Pilate. Pilate was the fifth governor of the Roman province of Judea. Out of seven there'd be two more after Pilate. Nothing is known about his life before he became governor of Judea, and nothing is known about the circumstances that led to his appointment to the governorship. Pilate's title of prefect implies that his duties were primarily military. However, Pilate's troops were meant more as a police than a military force. As Roman governor, he was head of the judicial system. He had the power to inflict capital punishment, which the Jewish people did not have, and was responsible for collecting tributes and taxes and for dispersing funds. Because the Romans allowed a certain degree of local control, Pilate had to share a limited amount of civil and religious power with the Jewish Sanhedrin, like that of the Sadducees and Pharisees. Now, this would be a circumstance that would be brought up and become evident at the trial of Christ. They had power as well. It's then that Pilate orders that Christ be crucified. We know nothing other than speculation of what happened after the Gospel's account of Pontius Pilate. The most reliable is likely that of the early church historian Eusebius's account, quoting the tradition of Pilate committing suicide some years after Christ's crucifixion, after he was recalled to Rome due to the disgrace he was in.